What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant/review. Today I want to talk about this album right here, Tech N9ne's latest album titled Planet. I've talked about Tech N9ne before. Check out my older videos. He's a dope MC from Kansas City, Missouri. Please check him out. He's back with his latest album, Planet. Let's just jump right into this. I know some of y'all been waiting for a review, so let's jump into it. And guys, give me some feedback because I'm using the new Logitech C920 camera. I want to know how you like the, how it looks, for lack of a better term. But anyway, yeah, let's jump right into this artwork. There's the front. You open it up. Oh, hold on. Here's the disc, very straight to the point. Here's the insert here. Well, here's a loose insert, I should say. They always do the this promoting their artists. Strange Music does this a lot. So you got Mackenzie Nicole on the back and Merce dropping his latest album, which I'm looking forward to. It's going to be produced by Seven, who does a lot of Tech N9ne's production as well. Alright, so on the back there you just have like the solar system. Here is Tech N9ne wearing a hoodie over here. And here's the inside. So you got the language right here of his world. Liner notes and production credits. There's Tech N9ne again, and more credits. Okay, so let's jump into production on this bitch. Okay, you got Michael Seven Summers, like I just said. He's always all over Tech N9ne shit. You have Mr. Porter. Let's see who else is on here. 206 Derek and Frizz. And Dem Joints. Dem Joints again. And you have Jordan Omley and Michael Mani. Okay. Production, it varies. Well, it's very clean. Tech N9ne does a lot of clean production, but as far as the type of production, as far as dark, boom bap-ish shit, shit that sets a tone for the song, it varies on here, and that shouldn't come as a surprise because Tech N9ne, to his credit, and other rappers do this, certain rappers, not every rapper, but Tech N9ne is one of them dudes that I love because he's able to sort of bridge the gap between underground and mainstream. And I'm gonna go into that when I talk about some of these tracks here. Features, you have Mackenzie Nicole. I said her name backwards before, didn't I? It's Mackenzie Nicole. I said Nicole McKenzie. Swisher Sleep, King ISO, Machine Gun Kelly, Y2, Chris Calico, who I'm surprised isn't on here more because that's like his right hand man. Nave Manjo or Manho, I don't know how to say that. Snow the Product, Darian Saffron, Joey Cool, and Jordan Omley. Give me a second. Yeah, this thing, the screensaver came on because I'm using this new camera. Okay, features. Y'all know Tech N9ne. Tech N9ne always got a lot of features on his shit, but he always manages to get them to, they don't really overshadow him. So I don't mind. Tech N9ne's one of the few guys that I could see he has a shitload of features on there. I know that he'll always shine on his tracks. So I don't really have too much of a problem there. Pros and cons. Pros, Tech N9ne, dope lyricist. I've said it 1,000 times before. I don't see signs of him slowing down. Great content on here. Like track 5, Don't Nobody Want None, which I believe is a single. At first, I wasn't really feeling it. But like I said before, he's one of these guys that he's able to bridge the gap between underground and mainstream. And what I mean by that is he can make a song that audibly sounds mainstream, like through the instrumental and shit, but he's still going off on it. And the thing with that track, Don't Nobody Want None, at first I didn't like it because I felt that, I don't know, it just felt too weird. But then when I started listening to it, and me being a big hip hop head, I appreciated what he was trying to do, because the beat is this electronic type shit. And for those of you that are hip hop heads like me, if you study your shit and go back to Africa Bambaataa and people along that era, they were using those same type of samples, that same electronic shit. And I totally get it. I see you, Tech N9ne. I get it. Okay. Track 7, Comfortable. Love that track. Those of you that are Tech N9ne fans, you shouldn't be surprised by that track. He's essentially saying that he's comfortable where he's at, as far as being this guy that's sort of halfway shunned by the industry, but accepted. Like, he's not changing at this point. That's essentially what that track is about. Brightfall, track 10, I really love. That's for fans of the dark version of Tech N9ne, you know, like KOD, Killer, that type of shit. You'll definitely love that track. I do. I appreciate it so much because I love dark hip hop, and he's essentially talking about him intrinsically fighting the darkness and fighting the light versus dark within his soul. I'll just put it like that. What else could I talk about? Track 16, My Fault, featuring Nave Manjo. Love that track. That track, he's essentially talking about, there was a little tip between the Juggalos, ICP, and Tech N9ne. And I'm not going to get too deep into it, but I think that Violent J said it when they came around to Hot 97. Violent J from ICP said that you know, he didn't feel like Tech N9ne was giving too much props to the Juggalos for helping him, you know, jump one step up in his career. Because for those that don't know, when Tech N9ne was coming out, he already had notoriety, but once he linked up with the Juggalos, it kind of boosted him. I believe Killer went platinum because of that association. All right. Track 17, love that track, Tapping In, featuring Darian Saffron and Joey Cool. that track just proves my point. When I talk about dudes simping and doing all this stupid shit for bitches and hoes and everything, you could ruin friendships and all of that shit. That's a great track, great storytelling track right there. And I love the way the track ends. Excuse me, the album ends with "We Won't Go Quietly" featuring Jordan Omley. And let me shout out Tech N9ne because his verse on here, he did an interview with Ambrosia for Heads about ending racism, even though I don't believe it'll end. But Tech N9ne said the same thing on that interview. He don't believe it's gonna end anytime soon. But I love his stance on it. If you have seen that, come on now. If you have seen that interview on Ambrosia for Heads, you'll definitely appreciate this track. He spits his a couple of bars from it in that interview, and I essentially feel the same way Tech N9ne feels about racism and a lot of the shit that's going on. And again, y'all know me, I lean a little bit more conservatively when it comes to some of the shit out there today, but I definitely agree with Tech N9ne on his last track, "We Won't Go Quietly," okay? Not too much that I could go against on here. Again, the feature thing could come and go. One track that kind of was like was track 8, "No Reason," the Mosh Pit song, featuring Machine Gun Kelly and Y2. And the reason why I feel that way is the auto-tune kind of killed it for me, dude. That shit just was kind of annoying. I love Machine Gun Kelly's verse on there. He goes, what is it that he says? "You think because I wrote a pop hit, I won't pop shit." Love that line. It's very simple, but I love it. He still goes hard on the mic. There's not really too much bad I could say about it. Overall, great Tech N9ne album. I thoroughly enjoy it. I would give it I would say maybe a 8.5 out of 10. Go pick it up. Shout out to Tech N9ne. Keep releasing dope ass shit, okay? Keep doing what you're doing. Do not compromise for shit. And that's all I gotta say. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. Support dope shit. And that's it. Peace, bitches.